Are you serious?
Hello and welcome to another episode of How to Kill an Hour. My name is Marcus Bronzy. Today, I've got an announcement to make. I know things have been a little bit different for a few weeks, but I'm glad to say that back in the building is probably one of the people that has the most amount of dirt on me in the room, and I can reciprocate that information. The guy that used to hide people's school bags under their chair in science with sellotape and watch them scramble to look for their own stuff. The gentleman that may have thrown a tennis ball directly in my face. Again, I may have reciprocated by an unruly slide tackle during a game of something that was like baseball. He's back in the building! The one and only! Sean! How's it feel being back, bruv?
That was an introduction. I thought it was gonna be Kamina Barana that came in there. Dun, 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 dun. This is that's the best entrance I think I've ever had. So,
thank you, Sean. Well, for our music nerds out there, this is actually what you're hearing right now is actually part of Kamina Barana, but it's like a further bit deeper in when you're a music nerd like me and you're listening.
My guy. Oh, I was kind of there.
But yeah, man, nice to have you back, bro.
Oh, mate, if you could you just follow me around and anywhere that I go, can you just do that entrance for me and then I'll walk in afterwards, innit? Do like a Randy Orton.
For you, bruv, anytime. Right, let's stop doing that now. But yeah, no, nice to have you back, bro. Nice to have you back in the studio. That's good, man. That's good. Shout out to Richie. Richie has stepped up to the mantle and helped out the last few weeks. He has had his own dramatic music, but it's not been as it's been a different kind of flavour for him. He's gonna have to spend a few weeks to get over what I said to him. But it's all good. It's all good. But you good though, bruv?
I'm good, thank you.
We have been missed. We have got some shout outs before we kick off today's show.
We do indeed.
By the way, welcome. This is How to Kill an Hour. I'm Marcus.
Sure. I'm sure.
Yeah, and this is the show where we look at the internet, have a little bit of a laugh, and crack on from there. Yes. So
a couple of shout outs.
Yeah.
First one is from Anonymous.
Great. I love Anonymous. What a common name, isn't it? It's quite a common name.
It is now, isn't it? Anonymous says, if Dean is mean and Gene is lean, the question is, has Sean ever eaten a bean? Which is probably has Seen ever eaten a bean?
Has Sheen ever eaten a bean?
I'm not gonna. Thanks, Anonymous. I'm not gonna lie. I do get called Seen quite often.
Seen.
Do
you get called Seen?
Yeah, Seen.
Like unjokingly, people call you Seen. Like, it's got to be people not from this country, though, isn't it? Yeah, British people are calling you Seen. Cian?
Cian, I get Cian, but I get Seen. Seen, I get a lot. And yeah, it is from people that potentially are not always British. But I'm going to be honest, there's definitely been British people that have not called me Sean, have called me Seen or Cian.
If you're not British, I reckon that's cool. Yeah. That's cool. If you're from here, Sean is a common enough name for you to know it's
Yeah. You know what? I always have to do the I have to do, and I realise it's very outdated now, but I'm like, like Sean Connery, and then I realise I'm talking to someone who's not that old. Yeah, they're like, what? And I'm like, Sean Bean?
Yeah.
Sean,
but then you could be like, spelt like Bean, but with an S at the start. Sean Bean. Which is, it makes...
just confusing everyone.
Sheen Bean. Oh my God, that's really confusing. It's like Bean, but with an S. So you're Sheen. No. I'm Sean, but it's like Bean. So it's Born.
It's Irish and it's confusing. Like, yeah. But I do get it.
To be fair, as Irish names go, probably one of the most easiest ones to read. Because there's like
very true. We did go through some of the Irish names previously, and neither of us could pronounce any of them.
Yeah. I mean, Irish people hitting us up saying, "Thanks for trying your best. You failed."
Yeah, we're like, yeah, good try, but not really.
There we go.
Sure.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Anonymous. What else have you got, Sean?
The second one is from Anelli Mellin.
Thank you, Nelly.
I don't have a fun joke for you, but I really, really enjoy all the laughs you give me. Thank you. And you are both super handsome. Guess you hear it all the time. Love the show.
Aww.
Thank you, Anneli.
Thank you.
Out here blushing.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. We've also had another one. Dear Marcus, this from Fee, by the way. Dear Marcus and Sean, I found your doppelgangers on the show Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. Before I carry on, is that I think that's like an animated version of Jurassic Park. I think that is. Yeah, Camp Cretaceous.
I'm having a look.
Mr. Gold and Daniel Con. Now I feel from these names, Daniel Con's got to be you, bro. Yeah, and Mr. Gold could be me. I love your show. Thanks for the laugh. I wish you a nice week, Sean. Just so you know, I have actually got them up on screen, so you can have a look at them. If you're watching YouTube, you can see that's apparently Mr. Gold.
This is Bronzy, aka Craig David.
Mr. Gold. If you're not watching this on YouTube, we'll put a link in the show description. Don't worry.
Mr. Gold.
And let's see how Daniel Con looks. That's a bit unreasonable. That's unfair.
I'm not gonna lie, he looks a little bit more Japanese.
He looks more Japanese, also a bit more distinguished. I think that's you plus 20 years, mate.
Bit more distinguished. I was taking that as a bit of a. I thought you were grilling me there.
No. Just like as you get older, Sean, you will only become more distinguished.
Is that right?
That's it. That's right, Rob.
Oh, is that right?
So I think you with Japanese in you and older. I'm gonna err on the side of saying this. I'm gonna take these both collectively as a positive.
Hold on, who have we got there?
That's me without. Sorry, we've gone back to Mr. Gold. That's me without plucking my eyebrows.
There's a bit of LeBron. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see that. Like, I'm trying to see. We'll go.
Do you know what, Fee? People could send stuff like this into us, and it could be seen as racist. You've passed the vibe check. That's not. Do you feel upset? Do you feel like there's racism in there? She's not just gone brownie looking guy, Asian looking guy. She's gone. Yeah, there's some madness there. More of a reach for you though, brother. I'll be honest.
It will take more than that to offend me.
Too right, bruv. Too flipping right. Anyway, Sean, should we crack on with our usual, which is our jokes
of the week?
Indeed. Right. Okay. A kid is playing a video game in his room when his mum walks in and says, "Honey, come meet my new boyfriend." Without taking his eyes off the screen, the kid says, "I'm right in the middle of the game. Tell him to come in here." A minute later, the new boyfriend walks in and says, "Hey, champ, how you doing?" The kid ignores him. "Don't like champ? How about I call you Blue Dragon 72? The kid bolts upright, turns and says, "Blue Dragon 72? I haven't used that name since I played Call of Duty when I was 10. The boyfriend said, "That's right, dude. I told you I was going to bang your mum."
Oh, playing the long game.
That is it. That is it, man.
Oi.
Wow.
I'm not going to lie. If that was the case, that would feel like the biggest mic drop moment ever.
A sort of modern warfare of sorts, isn't it? When you think. What do you think? It's like he went deep undercover to do that, but a black ops of sorts.
Yeah.
This guy.
Hey.
Yeah.
It is because you know what these some of the like streamers and stuff do, where they like send SWAT teams to other people's yards and stuff.
That's mad. That's
wild.
Yeah.
This I'm on board for.
I'm gonna say I've probably had some of the harshest. I've heard the harshest abuse in Call of Duty.
Although I'm not on board if the woman is being used, and he's not serious, because it would then I don't condone that.
Yeah.
If it was that he was like, "Oh, do you know what? This lady is amazing." Oh, it just happens to be. If it was that, fine. Other way.
Somehow in this hypothetical scenario, I don't think his life. I don't think it would have been like that. I think his loadout would have been slightly different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. True.
So are you letting me get away with these? Oh man, sorry. By talking about, I'm getting quite meta. But I went. Let's reload.
Oh, he's strong with the puns today, bro.
Oh man, just flashbanging them out there, bro.
Dear. Right, I'm going to say this one before you can get any more in there. Right. Archaeologists have found a previously undiscovered tomb in a pyramid near Cairo. Inside, they found a mummy encased in milk chocolate with bits of hazelnut. They've determined that it is Pharaoh Rocher. I'm sorry, that one tickled me.
I can see it coming. I was like, bring it on. It's amazing. Paddy was looking for work and spotted a job as a door-to-door Bible salesman. He suited up and headed into town. He walked into the boss's office and said, "Paddy, here to apply for the job." The boss raised an eyebrow and said, "With all due respect, Paddy, I don't think this job is right for you." Paddy replied, but you haven't given me a chance. That's discriminatory. The boss shrugged and said, "You know what? I'll give you a shot. Here's 50 Bibles. Let's see how you do." 4 hours later, Paddy came back, sold them all. The boss was shocked. That's incredible. Here's 100 more. The next day, lunchtime, sold them all, boss. The boss nearly fell off his chair. He said, Paddy, take 200 more, come to our staff meeting on Friday and share your pitch. We need more stock now, thanks to you. Friday came and the boss introduced Paddy. Ladies and gentlemen, Paddy has sold 350 Bibles in under 3 days. He's going to tell you his sales technique. Paddy stepped up and smiled and said, well, I knock on the door, and when they answer, I just asked, do you want to buy a Bible, or do you want me to read it to you? Yes, Paddy! I love that.
Man like Paddy. Hey.
I like Paddy, yes.
Love it. Oh, that's a good one.
So I got there in the end.
A man walks into a bar and orders a whiskey. The bartender hands him the drink and says, that'll be $5. The man replies, who said anything about money? A lawyer sitting nearby says to the bartender, pardon me, but he's right. In the original offer, which constitutes a binding contract, there was no stipulation of remuneration. The bartender says to the fellow, all right, smart guy, you beat me for a drink, but don't ever set foot in here again. The man leaves, but 10 minutes later, he comes strolling back in, asks for a whiskey. The bartender's face turns red. He shouts, I thought I told you never to come in here again. This is the first time here, says the man. You must be thinking of someone else. The bartender shakes his head and says, it's uncanny. You must have a double. Don't mind if I do, says he. And one for my lawyer too.
Oh, I love it. The doc told a man that masturbating before sex often helped men last longer during the act. The man decided, what the heck, I'll give it a try, and spent the rest of the day thinking about where to do it. He couldn't do it in his office, so he thought about the restroom, but that was way too open as well. He considered doing it in an alley, but he figured that was too unsafe. Finally, he worked out a solution. On his way home, he pulled his truck over to the side of the highway, got out and crawled underneath as if he was examining the truck. Satisfied with his privacy, he undid his pants and cracked on. He closed his eyes and thought of his lover. When it was almost finished, he felt a quick tug at the bottom of his pants. Not wanting to lose the moment, he kept his eyes closed and said, what? He heard, this is the police. What's going on down there? The man replied, I'm just checking out the rear axle. It's busted. Well, the cop answered, you might want to check your brakes as well, because your truck rolled down the hill 5 minutes ago.
Do you know what? The setup to that story is, man, it was like, he couldn't do it in the restroom because it was too exposed, and I was like, what restroom is this from? Get a door.
Yeah. I suppose American doors, don't it? Have you seen those bathroom doors?
Those saloons.
You can see through them. In bathroom, bruv, I don't know what it's about America. In the cubicles, you can see through the gap. Like,
what? If anyone knows, right, what is that gap for?
I don't know. Is it? Part of me thinks it's security, right? Which is cool, but also
lack of.
Yeah, lack of. I don't want to see. I don't want someone to make eye contact with me if I'm doing a doo-doo. For starters, if I'm doing a doo-doo or dookie, as they call it, in a public bathroom, you're already having a bad day, innit? Like, because that's not a preference, innit?
It's not ideal.
It's not ideal. But to have somebody just like.
If I had to do one in a public restroom, I would prefer to do it in my own privacy.
Yeah.
I would rather that everybody else that walked into the restroom wasn't able just to have a look.
Yeah. Is he share it with you? You're right there, mate.
You having a dookie? Good luck with your dookie. And I'll be like, cheers, mate.
Dookie for the win, man. hands you a bit of toilet paper through the gap as well. Here you go, man, just in case, man. Yeah. Crazy.
That's sure. Wife texts her husband who is at work. Wife, honey, don't forget to buy bread on your way home. Oh, and your girlfriend Elizabeth says hi. Husband, who's Elizabeth? Wife, nobody. Just wanted to make sure you saw my message. Husband, phew, I'm with Elizabeth right now. For a moment then, I thought you saw us. Wife, what? Where are you? Husband, I'm near the bakery. Wife, stay put. I'm coming right now. 5 minutes later, wife, I'm at the bakery, where are you? Husband, I'm at work. Now that you're there, if you can grab the bread and head home, that'd be great.
Yes!
Come on.
I just made myself a nice cup of tea and sat down when my wife came in. She pulled off her clothes and said, make love to me right now. Who was I to say no? As we did it, it was great. In fact, it was the best ever. After we'd finished, she lay in my arms and said, "Don't forget your cup of tea." I said, "Shh, don't rush. Let's lay here and enjoy the moment a little bit longer. Plus, it still needs to cool down a bit."
Wait, can you blow on that as well, please?
Yeah. Oh, come on, Sean. That's a good one.
A fabulous bar came into my head.
Oh, yeah.
Blow me like you're trying to cool your soup or something like that.
Is that a bar? That sounds like a fabulous bar.
That's a fabulous bar, yeah. A bear is chasing a rabbit through the woods. Suddenly, they see a fairy tied to a tree. They both stop, look at the fairy and decide to help her out. They go over to untie her. Thankful for being rescued, the fairy offers them each 3 wishes. The bear immediately shouts, "I wish I was the only male bear in the area. That's sure to get me some ladies." The rabbit thinks for a moment and says, "I've always wanted to be rich. Make me a millionaire." The bear, still thinking with his little head, says, "Actually, I want to be the only male bear in the country. All the ladies will want a piece of this." The rabbit doesn't take long for his next wish. Says he wants a brand new motorcycle along with some gear. The bear, the horny bugger, what that he is, decides that for his last wish, he might as well go big. What the hell? Make me the only male bear in the world. The fairy obliges and asks the rabbit what he would like his last wish to be. Rabbit puts on his gear, gets on his new bike, smirks and says, "I wish the bear was gay." That is so savage! That is so savage!
Oh, man, poor bear. Poor bear.
He was trying to eat the rabbit at the beginning, though, no?
To be fair, yeah.
But
yeah.
nature and all that. Tough one.
Yeah, right. That's a good one. I like that. Right. Right.
I'm going to do a quick one.
Yeah, go for it. Thank you.
I bring back.
Thank you.
I've never forgot my granddad's last words to me just before he died. "Are you still holding that ladder?" I'm not gonna all of those ones tickle me, innit?
There's the one like,
how far do you think I can kick this bucket?
Kick the bucket. Oh, that was it. That's the great one. Oh, I love that kick the bucket joke. Right. Paddy, who had a reputation for playing around with other people's wives, goes to his friend Mick and says, "I'm sleeping with Jack's wife. Can you keep him busy in the church for an hour after Mass?" Mick isn't thrilled, but being a loyal friend, he agrees. After Mass, Mick starts chatting with Jack, asking the most random, pointless questions just to stall him. Eventually, Jack gets annoyed and goes, "All right, Mick, what's going on?" Feeling guilty, Mick blurts out, "Look, Paddy's with your wife right now and he wanted me to keep you occupied." Jack smiles and puts a hand on Mick's shoulder and says, "You better hurry home, mate. My wife died a year ago." Oh, it's like Paddy sounds like he's related to Johnny.
Definitely cousins.
Yeah.
Cousins at least. Oh, that's a great one. I like that. I asked my daughter to give me a phone book. She laughed at me, called me a boomer, and gave me her iPhone. So now the spider's dead, her iPhone is broken, and my daughter is pissed.
I love that. Right, I got one more for you, Sean.
Okay.
Guess who I bumped into on my way to the opticians? Everyone. Come on. Classic. There you go. You got anything else, Sean? Is that you done for the week, bro?
That's me done for the week.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. If you want to get your jokes in, we do have our punishment episode. All you have to do is go to howtokillanhour.com/jokes, send your jokes in, and if they're good enough, we will read them out. Right, Sean. Before we left Sean, I'd like to hop into our next part of the show. Excuse me while I stall and just make sure that I have everything in the right place. Now, Sean, a lot's been going on in the world, and there is something that I think it could be relatively close to our hearts, and we will get into that in a moment because it combines gaming and cinema, right? But do you remember we have done our sport of the week, Sean, usually?
How could I forget?
Our sport of the week. It's been very popular. I would like to continue that. And this, again, we will describe what we are seeing if we for the gang that are listening on the podcast, Sean. But for those that aren't and are watching a video, I'd also like you to just say what you see as well, if you could. This is called the Beer Mile.
They are people who have... Wait, did he They back the drink initially. Did they back it and then start running?
They drank a beer.
They drank a beer.
They do a bit of running. Crack another beer.
They do a lap. Oh, you do a lap, and then you have. Wait, okay. So just to recap, right off the bat, straight as soon as the race starts, you have to back a beer.
Yeah, immediately.
Then you do. I believe I'm gonna hazard a guess and say it's one lap, so 400 meters.
Yeah,
and then you have to back another beer.
Yeah,
before you do your second lap.
Yeah. So this guy ran a beer mile. He ran a whole mile drinking beers every a little stop along the way in 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
He's not running and drinking. He's back the beer before he starts running the next lap.
Yeah, he's walking, throwing back a beer quick.
Oh, so no, they've got little they've got baskets on the side.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is as well? It's that they're all wearing gear, like they're looking like they're in the Olympics.
Professional runners.
100%.
He's struck. Look, I can't even neck a beer that quickly.
What are you talking about? I might have seen you. Lies.
But he does it in 4 minutes and 27 seconds. So he runs a mile. And how many beers has he had there?
He's had 4 beers now. He's had 4 beers. Oh, is he done?
Yeah. Oh, he must want to vomit, innit? He must want to vomit at the end.
Can I just ask, is 1,600 meters, is that a mile?
Sean, that's the sort of question I'm just going to say yes to.
Oh, no.
It's got to be. It's longer than a kilometre, innit? It is. That's got to be.
Mile's definitely longer than a kilometre.
Yeah. It sounds about right. It is, it is pretty much a mile, 600 metres. Pretty much a mile, Sean. I've just Googled it, 1,600 metres.
1,600 metres.
It's just like, it's 0.994 of a mile.
Good to know.
So technically, 601 in it. Don't mess around next time. But, bruv, he's running around the course drinking beer. Now, if there's one thing that sounds amazing.
It's in Lisbon.
Yeah. If there's something that sounds like fun but never is, it's drinking and doing sports. I've had a beer and played a bit of football at the park. It's never fun, is it?
But you know, I'm not going to lie. I'm built differently to you.
Yeah.
In the sense of like, if I backed a whole beer, I would have to sit down anyway. Just not from a perspective of being drunk, but from it would just be too much liquid in me. If I tried to start running, it's not staying down. Not 4 beers in anyway.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Definitely not 4 beers.
So that's our first sport, which is more suited for.
This is the thing, right?
Incredible shape.
Are you going to get people in like really good shape with little beer gut?
Well, apparently, but I was because I was very interested in this. So I was like, how do you do it? Apparently, he just trains for running and then just adds the drinking bit on the day. That's how you get good at it. You just run really well, but drink.
There's no like getting your body used to the poison.
Yeah, there's none of that. None of that. Everyone would love to be like, look, babe, look, darling, I've got a 6 today because I got a big day tomorrow.
I was about to say, everybody's got different techniques.
Yeah.
Everybody's got different regimes. Exactly. I reckon there are some who go, do you know what? I reckon it's the opposite way of doing it. I reckon you don't do any running, but you just purely practice on the drinking, and then on the day you add the running in.
Wow.
Who's to say that, bro?
Think about it. If I drink enough, I can't feel my legs. So I just. So that's our first. That's our first sport of the week.
A brilliant one.
Time for our second sport of the week. This is very audio. This is very strong in the audio section. So if you are listening to the podcast, this will be great for you. This is a real life competition, and you were hearing these noises, Sean. I'd like you to describe the noises, the things that are making this noise.
That is a Asian lady who's.
This is the Hong Kong Birdwatching Society first ever bird call contest.
Wow. Okay.
This is the Bird Calling World Cup.
Okay, so there's a lady, but she's not just doing the voice. She's also dressed as a cockatoo and she's doing the mannerisms as well.
This guy's amazing.
He is doing the Eurasian tree sparrow.
Yeah.
This is akin to beatboxing.
Yeah. Oh, he won. So there you go.
This is akin to me. This is impressive because like I'm quite into beatboxing. So like some fascinating noises that were just made there. I wonder who the judge is. Who the judges are.
A murder of crows. They're just looking like that. Like, what do you think?
Just one wing.
Yeah,
one wing. The competition rules that each type of bird go forward a touch, bro.
Oh, go on.
This competition has 2 different calls.
Okay, so you have to do two different. That's an owl. Oh, you have to do 2 different calls. He's got the bird on his shoulder to let you know.
It is a. Oh no, it was previously an owl. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's a tit of sort. But Sean, that's
Heard
it.
that before.
Bird calling. It's a bird calling World Cup, but it's for a good cause. It is to mimic the calls of birds, including the coal, brownfish owl, and Asian barred owlet, because the Hong Kong Bird Watching Society wants to raise awareness for birds.
Are they endangered species?
I would say so. Yeah,
Right,
I would say so, Sean, because otherwise they wouldn't need to boost conservation awareness.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
if they're like, we need to raise awareness of these birds. Well, really, what's wrong with the population? Well, there's about 120% at the moment. What? So there's more.
Yeah, they're rife. We just can't get rid of them. But if anyone can become aware,
so just can't beat them. Join them. Yeah, I mean, but there you go. That's our sport of the week, there, Sean. Right, there you go. Hope you like that.
Can I ask? Are we putting that as a sport?
Do you know what? Do you know why it can be a sport? Right. One, if breakdancing could be an Olympic sport, beatboxing can. And if skill-based things like, because it's an expression, the dancing thing. Dancing is an expression, right? And so I guess is beatboxing. But also, if we can have things like darts as sports, then I think we can have things like this. Snooker and darts. It's skill-based, isn't it? It's skill-based.
Yeah, no, it is. No, for sure. For sure. And
you can add your flair into it as well, like.
I can make a paper mache bird for my shoulder now.
Yeah, I think you might get extra points for like entertainment as well. I would do a parrot. Hello.
You just start
really good. Hello, mate. Hello, mate.
This parrot is really trained,
my
like
God,
exceptionally trained.
Amazing, yeah. So that's our sport of the week, Sean, as well, man. I hope you've enjoyed
Very
that.
random. That was cool. I like that.
I think I might have another sport of the week for you. Oh, I'm sorry, Sean, I don't, but I will bring it up for you soon. Oh, wait, I do actually, Sean. I do have a sport for you, Sean. This is...
What is going on here?
This is a definition of you waste my time, I'm going to waste yours. Again, Sean, I would like you to just describe what you're seeing, please.
There's a chap, and it looks like some sort of council town meeting, and he's doing like break dancing and body popping. It's not great, but it's not terrible. I've seen worse, but he is. Yeah. Okay. So let's just put it out there. It's like a middle-aged, balding white dude.
Yeah.
And he's attempting to body pop, and
he's dancing, and then I think he's now going up to the pew to say his bit. Everyone's laughing in the courtroom.
Everybody's faces are like,
and he's about to talk, and he goes,
I can do the backspin.
Just a moment, please. Do you think I can do a backspin for you?
You want to see me do the backspin?
Do you want to see me do the backspin? This is a real town meeting, by the way, 2nd of September 2025. He's asking the audience in this kind of counselling meeting or courtroom, shall he do the backspin? Not a bad backspin.
It was a backspin. I'm not gonna lie. The crowd are not very appreciative of the backspin.
There's stifling giggles there.
Why did our taxes go up so much? We were told the referendum was going to bring it up for an average.
And then he goes into a very, very serious conversation about taxes and reform.
$900.
His went up by $900 instead of $400.
What?
We were told like that was schools or something.
What was the initial breakdancing thing about? What was that about?
I'll get to that in a second, Sean, but please, can you just describe to the audience how he leaves after he has a very serious conversation?
Okay, so he's talking about tax reform and legitimately is bringing up actual points.
Much more than that.
He's an anecdotal story about his
what extra expenses
situation
were incurred by the schools that weren't told to the public when we voted.
And he wants to know where the money's been allocated, because $900 a month is a lot, isn't it, for anyone?
Yeah.
I mean, so he gets his point across.
He's putting across some serious points here.
Picks up his notes.
He's picking up his notes and his drink, and he. Oh my god!
Backslides.
I like the interpretive dance.
And they say they like his interpretive dance. So
I'm sorry, bro. I need some. I'm very confused here. I'm not gonna lie. I don't.
So, I don't know the story behind this, but what it looks like is he's gone, you're going to waste my money? I'm going to waste your time and your money. I'm going to come and dance because this is what I feel like you're doing. You're putting the taxes up, you're dancing around, and you're not doing anything productive.
Do you know what? I'm on board with the breakdancing now.
And this is why dancing can be a sport, Sean, because not only is it something that is expressive. No, you did, innit? You did. You put your thumbs down because you kept out.
For bird noises, not for breakdancing.
But yeah, man. I mean, listen, he's used it to protest.
Do you know what? I like this. I like the cut of his jib.
I like it.
Do you know what is as well? I wonder, like, do you reckon he practiced? If he didn't, that was decent.
Do you know why I think he practiced? Because he said, do you want to see the backspin? That means he may have a number. Yeah, he may have a number of backspins. So he's like, do you want to see the backspin? Not like, the double backspin or whatever. Do you want to see the backspin? It's pretty good. But I just love the way that he did all of that. And then just came up to Pew and was like, why are our taxes so high?
was like super serious. I love it. And then like did some sort of moonwalk away at the end.
It's the equivalent of like a boxer dancing in front of another one and before punching another guy and knocking him out.
Top work. Top work, whoever this gentleman is. I feel like you brought some good points up about tax reform. And we'll give you a solid 3.5 out of 10 for your breakdancing moves.
And do you know what he did, Sean? He got us to talk about it. Mission accomplished. I think this is Australia, right? And he's got us talking about it here, on the other side of the world, mate. Can I just say,
we're giving a round of applause.
Well done. And if you do want to send us a video in of you breakdancing, please feel free. I would love to play it,
especially before something super serious.
Exactly,
that would be great.
Right, Sean. One more thing before we get into our killer bit of the week. It's not very often that a movie manages to excite me as much as the one I'm about to talk about.
No, this is so nostalgic, this music. Oh, man.
I don't know if you've heard, Sean. They've announced the cast of the Streetfighter movie, Sean. Streetfighter the movie.
I've heard little bits and bobs. Can I ask before this? Is 50?
So we're going to go through the casting super quick. I'm going to miss out some people because there's so much casting, but we're going to hit some big key members of the cast.
I did hear about a UFC fighter that I like.
You like, yeah? Okay.
I wasn't sure. I don't actually know if he has been. It was like early rumours. So
I'm going to go through the up-to-date rumours, Sean. Right, whoopsie. I'm going to go through this one. I'm getting so excited. Might crackle. Go through the up-to-date rumours, Sean. So,
okay.
I don't know him as much, but Andrew Koji is going to be playing Ryu or Ryu.
Wait, hold on.
Andrew Koji? Is he the guy?
He's the guy from... he is the guy who played... Do you remember that Family... was it, do you remember that series where there was a family and like there was one brother who was like really into martial arts and the other brother who the family tried to keep out of the business.
Oh, that was amazing. That was a Netflix show.
Yeah, do you remember that?
Oh, that was so good.
And I wonder if it, was it Warrior?
Was it called Warrior?
Warrior was the Bruce Lee one. Yeah, Warrior was the one about Bruce Lee.
Okay.
Yeah, which was I watched some of that. It was actually pretty good. He was in Bullet Train. Okay. Gangs of London.
All right. So he's in some good. So we have some real martial arts dudes playing Ryu/Ryu because to be fair, you can't not have someone who can do proper martial arts. Noah Centineo as Ken. I don't know who he is, but big up him.
No idea.
Do you know his?
No, I don't know who he is.
Let's scroll through. Kalina Lang as Chung-Li.
Kalina Liang. I don't know Kalina Liang.
Let's go through some more that we might know then, right? Cody Rhodes as Guile. Hey, listen.
Do you know, that's solid work.
Listen.
That's solid casting, you know.
Listen.
He has got the Guile face. As long as they be given a box trim.
They got to give him that toothbrush head top, yeah? And I'm telling you, bro, with no disrespect to the other artists in this,
like Cody Rhodes.
I might be more excited to see a Cody Rhodes do a Sonic Boom than a Ryu do a Hadouken. You get me?
Hey, that's big talk.
You know what I mean?
Big
Sonic Boom.
Hey,
Mel Johnson as Cammy.
Don't know who that is.
They got a gentleman who I do recognise it. David Dastamalchian as M. Bison.
David Dastamalchian.
He plays Dotman in Justice League. I know that he's quite good at being quite creepy.
Yeah, he's got a very intense stare down there.
Yeah, he has.
M. Bison, aka M. Bison's other name.
Was it Balrog?
Balrog, right?
Balrog. He was originally called Balrog, and they changed it to M. Bison.
No, I think it was M. Bison, and then they had to change it because it was too much like Mike Tyson.
Yes, that's right. Like so Balrog was M. Bison because it was a rip-off of Mike Tyson, and then they were like, no, you can't do that. And so they called him Balrog. That's right.
Balrog.
But Balrog is going to be 50 Cent. That is confirmed. We have got him. Orville.
Wait. But if
M. Bison's going to be the M. Bison that we all know of M. Bison. We're going to do it the West way, unfortunately.
Right, okay, I need to, okay.
So M. Bison is M. Bison. Oh, and this sounds really confusing. M. Bison is the red one. And Balrog's the boxer. We got Orville.
I don't know.
Hiroki Goto as E Honda. Just so many, Sean. I'm trying to get from Orville Peckers Vega. He actually does hide his face in real life. And he's in decent shape, so he could make a good Vega because no one actually knows what Orville Peck looks like.
And I'm like, I can't wait to make Andrew Schultz.
Andrew Schultz as
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Andrew Schultz cracks me up, bro. Andrew Schultz cracks me up. A bit on the nose from time to time, to call it lightly, but he is funny, man.
He'll probably get a bit part of Dan Hibiki. Roman Reigns as a Kuma.
Oh, do you know what? That's good casting.
Yeah,
that's good casting.
Jason Momoa as Blanca.
Hey, solid.
Come on, 50 Cent as Balrog, mate. Oliver Richter's as Zangief.
Oliver Richter's. Why do I recognise this, Donny?
He was in Jack Reacher. He plays Paulie in Jack Reacher. He's massive dude. He probably looks. He actually looks like Zangief in real life.
Got a big man like Zangief.
Yeah. Sorry if I'm messing his name. Vidyut Jamwal as Dal Sim. I don't know how they're gonna do that on screen.
What, the long limbs?
Dal Sim was a bit. Wicked character, but I'm like, the stereotypes in it are a bit mad in it for Dalsim. But are they gonna skin his head? Are they gonna paint him? Are they gonna elongate him?
So Alexander Volkanovski.
Yes, is that the boxer you're talking about?
This is a UFC.
Real MMA.
He's the light. Oh fuck! He's either the lightweight or featherweight champion of the world.
Heavy. So he's gonna be.
No. He's light.
Oh, sorry, light.
Yeah.
Eric Andre as Don Savage.
That is quality. That is
amazing.
Raina Vallandigham
as Julie. I don't think I play that character. But bruv, what a star-studded lineup. That's how you do it. How you feeling about it, Sean?
I am feeling like I should watch the first one because I've never seen it. I know. Do you know what it was? Is that everyone else saw it before me and everyone was like, nah, shit, don't watch it. And then and as a kid, I was like, all right, cool, I didn't watch it.
Oh, man.
I know.
You missed out.
I need to, and now I'm like, oh, I've missed the boat, haven't I? Because watching it now, I'm gonna guess it might not be.
I think you can see Kylie Minogue's cameo. I think it is, isn't it?
Will I still be able to watch it? I need to get some like nostalgia tinted glasses.
What you need to do is you need to watch a couple episodes of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah. You need to pour yourself a squash with like triple the amount and just put some sugar in it. Okay. Because you know, like everything had 10 times the amount of sugar in it.
Solid.
You need to.
I'll get some of that like 4 times as strong and just make a normal juice.
Make a normal juice of it. Yeah. Or maybe get some Sunny D. Get some Sunny
D.
Some cheese strings on the go.
Jeez.
Yeah. And then you'll be good to go, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. I need to maybe a Panda Pop. A Panda Pop will be good.
And some millions.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And a Freddo that costs 10p instead of £1.20.
Some flying saucers.
Oh man, then you're
a couple of 1p sherbets.
So there you go, Sean. That's the Street Fighter movie, man. I hope you're pretty happy with that, bruv. It's looking like it's a star-studded cast.
I'd seen like 1 or 2 people. I'd seen 50, and I had heard that Alexander Volkanovski was potentially, and I was like, oh, go on. But this was early doors, so I hadn't quite checked in.
The Volkanovski is there, bruv. There you go. Anyway, man, it's time for us to jump into our next part of the show, which is our killer bit
of the week.
How you been killing time, Sean?
I went, and I'm just doing a quick check here because I want to make sure that I big up the right place.
Okay.
So
while you're doing that, let me just play the Maytree acapella. Shout out to Maytree. Check them out on Instagram. They do acapella versions of all stuff. I was going to play this version of Gar if I didn't find a trap one, which was this lovely one here.
USA. Round 1. Fight.
What great hold music.
Oh, that's quality.
You got fire.
That's quality.
Are you ready?
I'm also quite enjoying this. Do you know what I clocked the other day? Do you know that I was watching a thing? You know I saw a clip the other day. It was Justin Bieber talking. I think it was to Ellen, and they were talking about one of the tracks he did. And I'd never realised that they literally just took a tiny bit of his pitch, and then a tiny bit of what he had sung, pitched it up a load of times, and that became Where Are You Now? That song.
Oh, where?
Yeah, that is just his voice where they've like pitched it up and like synthesized it, and it was jokes because Ellen was like, "No, there's no way that you can do it," and he's like, "It is," and she's like, "There's no way that." And she's like, "Yeah, but it's not possible," and he's like, "No,
Yeah, you definitely can.
Just tell you." Okay,
So it was written by Ed Sheeran as well, you know.
man, like sure,
Yeah.
nothing the man can't do. So.
Well, he can't go in the sun without sun cream. I'll tell you that for free.
Probably that.
Sorry, Ed.
I was fortunate enough to go on a drifting day, a car drifting day, a couple of weeks back.
So you have been drifting
Away. And I want to initially big up both Jonah and Chris, who were our instructors. Big up you guys. Thank you very much. Man.
Where was it?
It was in Hemel Hempstead,
Okay.
at a place called Drift Limits.
Oh my days!
And they have all sorts of different kinds of experience that you can do. You can jump in supercars, you can jump in hypercars. They also have things like aerial atoms, all kinds of stuff you can do. Hot laps. So I did it was like a half day drifting session. So you get 56 laps in a Mazda, initially in a Mazda MX-5. And when I say, because what it is that you literally you start and it's a very short lap. You have like four places that you can potentially drift, and then you come back round through the pits back to the start, and then you start again. So it's a very short lap, but the idea is
50 plus.
Yeah, you do like 50, and then you change cars. So you do another 56 laps in a different vehicle with more power.
I'd be knackered.
So it was amazing because I've always wanted to I've done a little bit of drifting in some of my own cars in the past, but I've never
on public roads.
What? No, car parks and wash, and but I've never. It's the thing in it to be able to experience. That when you're not on a road, when you've got a nice wet surface.
Did they wet the surface?
Yeah. Because it's much easier to slide when you've got less grip. So and what they have as well is they lock the rear diff, which I did have a vehicle. Well, I did have a car back in the day. I had a Skyline with the diff which was locked, which means both of the back wheels turn at exactly the same time. At this moment, most cars will have a diff in which one wheel turns and the other one will turn slightly less, so that if you're turning out of a space, you don't go which happened and is really annoying. But if you're trying to drift, it's happy days. So went round. There is so much to try and figure out. Because at the end of the day, what you end up doing is you have to get the car going sideways in the first instance, and then you have to make lots of you have to make inputs, but you have to know what the inputs are, and you have to do them at the right time. And that's the difficult. Are you steering the right way? You put in enough gas? Not enough gas is your entry, and it was. I'm very into my driving, but it still took me a while to kind of pick it up. And when you get it right, and you link one turn, and you're fully looking out of your side window, and then you end up flinging it the other way, and when you end up linking a couple of turns together, it feels amazing. I'm not gonna lie, but I just, even after those laps, I just wanted more.
Really,
I want because I feel like it's one of those things in which, actually, to be totally honest, it's the kind of thing where asleep. And everything to kind of process and, solidify inside your brain, and then come and attack it again. So I would love to go and do it again, because I feel like I've kind of got it now, but I just need a bit more seat time.
I hear that. But physically and mentally, that must have been quite intense as well, because you've got, you said, you've got a lot to think about, and also you're throwing your body around in a car, innit?
You're throwing your body around, and someone else as well, your instructor, and this is the thing, right? He can shout, instructions at you, but it's very difficult because of the fact that input that he's shouting needs to be input at the time that he's shouting it. And by the time that you've comprehended and then tried to do it, it's usually too late. It's quite difficult in that sense. But the feeling of just you know, going sideways, to be totally honest, and having the control. Because at the end of the day, you stop really controlling the car with the wheel. You end up controlling the car with the gas. So if you put more gas, you're going to turn more. You put less gas, you're going to turn less. Yeah. And it was like, but you know, you end up chucking it, and then you end up like kind of like going sideways and then going back straight again. And so you tend to start to feel how the car reacts underneath you and whatnot. And then, so we did that in the MX-5 and then moved over to, I got a Nissan 350Z, which the difference in power in this one, every time he was like, all right, so what we can do is just like give it like a bit of power, and every time it's like, nope, way too much power. And I'm like, I just gave it like, okay, next one I'll give it way too much power. I'm like, right, cool. And I went right a few laps. I'm like, mate, I feel like I'm not even giving it much. He's like, well, give it less than that. I'm like, all right, cool, let me do that. But so like in the amount of power delivery just comes in, and the car is just sideways straight away. It's very, very different. But I think it's easier with the car. It's easier to go sideways, so you know you don't have to do so much to like chuck it in. What an experience, man! If anyone's into driving, it is a phenomenal experience. It's not cheap for the half day, because you're with an instructor for about more than 3 hours. Okay. It's like 3.5 hours, something like that, and it was it's about, depending on which car. So if you just use the MX-5, I think it's about 300 quid if you use the MX-5 and the 350Z, or they have another Skyline R35, which is not, in my mind, really a Skyline, but never mind, that's a different story. But it's very similar. It's the same chassis as the 350Z. What you can have one of those instead, and then there's like a top one as well where you can get a BMW I can't remember which bin what it is now, E90 I think it is, and then that's a bit more. I think it's close to 500 or something for a half day. But I would say if anyone's been on a race day before, it's usually what happens is you do all your briefing and this and that, and you get very limited laps. Yeah, you get because they're worried about you. They're worried, not you, but they're worried about, let's be honest, a man who comes in and gets too excited and crashes the car in it, like of course, by going too fast. But I feel like if you're in a controlled area for drifting, if you lose control, I feel like he's not going to get you drifting in next to brick walls, is he? Is there a lot of space? No, but it's one of those ones where like you can like come off. You can come off and go onto the grass, and that can actually damage you can actually damage the underside of the car quite badly by doing it. There were a couple of videos beforehand of people, like they show you, because I can understand them pushing the insurance thing. I paid for the insurance because I was like, you know what, for the sake of whatever it was, 30 quid or whatever, you know, I'd rather not have like a 10 grand bill. What, there's people that do it without insurance? Yeah, because I would never do that. That's the thing, right? You have to pay for the insurance, and some people have turned up and been like, it's probably fine, stacked it into a wall, and then been like, yeah, mate, here's your bill. There's no way I'm going to do extreme anything without insurance. Do you know what I mean? Like, what? If it was I'm gonna put it out there. I'm just saying, bro. I'm not even mugging. I actually think that's a really good, like, that's a solid, like. Thanks to today's sponsor, Extreme Sport Insurance. Walking to the shops in a rush. Enjoy yourself. But yeah, you do recommend. What's the name of them again? It's called Drift Limits. Drift Limits is in Hemel Hempstead. Yeah, and all the people that I spoke to there, cool. I had Chris, friend of mine, had Jonah, or both. We went around with Jonah initially, and we did a couple of sighting laps where he took us out and showed us how it was supposed to be done. Oh yeah, that was super fun because like. He just absolutely chucked it in, and we were like, the nose was very close to the corner because he is obviously knows exactly what he's doing, and I was just like this, like, damn son. That was really, really fun, just to get the feeling of what it felt like to drift, but drift in control, not lose traction and slide off into a wall somewhere. So you push the limits of your drifting ability, could we say? Yeah. I did. To be honest with you, like I usually like when it comes to like driving or something, is something that I'm like passionate about. So I wanted to pick it up quicker than I did.
Yeah.
And afterwards, I was like, I was asking, I was like, do people pick this up? Like, where do I, you know what I mean? I'm just like,
what did he say? Did he say you were pretty good?
He said to me, he said, look, like some people it just like clicks for quite quickly, and he's like, some people just cannot pick it up, like their brain just can't quite get it.
Yeah.
And even if you give them a lot of seat time, it just doesn't work. And he was like, I don't know whether he was being nice, but he was like, you picked up fairly quick.
Yeah, he was probably being nice.
He was probably being nice. Yeah, he was probably. He just said to me, if you get a bit more seat time, like you'll be linking multiple turns in no time, kind of thing. And I was like, you're probably gassing me a bit.
Yeah.
You know,
well, there you go.
But if anyone's into it, they've got lots of other experiences as well. But really, really good day. What's really nice is when you arrive, they give you a pass, and it's got an SD card on it. When you get inside, the vehicle, they put the SD card inside the camera, and so they film all the inside shots. You can, and then at the end, you can either pay for the footage or whatever you want to do. I haven't watched my.
Show us the footage, man. I was going to say I want to see that, man.
Well,
that's your killer bit.
That was my killer bit.
I like it. Now I'm just going to handbrake turn into something quite different here. Swerve into a different lane. I've been reading a book. This is called Say What You See.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm almost liking this as much as the drifting already.
It's a book by Lewis Catlett. And basically,
are you aware of this author?
Not until now.
Okay.
Basically, he creates these riddles which are like Google proof, because you can't really Google that and ask Google what that is. I'm showing it to the camera, by the way. That's the first one I'm going to show. The first section I'm going to show Sean's. Do it there. There you go. See it here. There you go. Because he creates like. Do you remember catchphrase?
Oh, I loved catchphrase.
This is like a book version of catchphrase. So for example, with this one here, Sean.
Which one?
By the way, this is a book with just pictures.
Are we doing which one are we doing? The left or the right one?
Let's do the left one.
The left one.
I haven't done any of these. I will find the answers. So can we describe what we can see?
I haven't done these. It is an ace of spades with a red scarf.
Sorry, that was a really shit one to show you. Sorry,
red scarf tied around.
Blue.
It.
It's red. It's red.
So I'm thinking
ace, red scarf, Scarface.
How is that?
Scarfed ace.
Oh!
Is that right?
Yo!
All right, we'll check that in a second.
That has to be right.
We'll check that. There's another one which is a cheese grater with a word being traded into it,
and the word is. What the hell does it say? I can't read it.
I've got it.
Have you got it?
Have a look at it closer. It's a cheese grater with the word being grated into. Okay. So we've got a cheese grater with the letters TIONS. Yeah.
And the rest has been grated, and we have EXPECT. So we're gonna go with
Great Expectations. All right.
Without
spoiling the book, Scarface.
It must be. It has to be. No, it has to be. All
right.
It's too good.
Should we do a couple more?
Yeah, it's too good. I'm enjoying this really. Scarface is brilliant. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Sure, I got one. All right, cool. I've never seen this one. It looks like 5 pictures. Is it 5 pictures?
It's what's this? Have a look. It says it's a phrase. I'm going to show it up to the camera.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there you go. So there you go. It says it's a phrase. All right, cool.
And we've got multiple. We've got a man and a woman, a couple, and in each of the shots they have a bit of toast. We've got an animated piece of toast in all of them, and some of them are smiling, some of them crying. We've got a surprised face with a birthday cake in it. I'm drawing a blank on this one.
It's a phrase. They've got 2 people hugging a piece of toast.
Is it bread or toast? It's toast, isn't it?
It's toast, yeah. Toast.
Toast to your success.
Toast.
No.
I guess
it's a driving license.
It's driving license,
birthday, baby. It's toast to your. It's surely it's
a celebratory toast.
Ooh, celebrate with toast or toast your success.
Toast
have a look.
to
Have a look.
success.
108,
All right,
108. Have a quick look.
All right, cool. Those are the three because you're going to spoil the book. But there's some great puns on the back. All right, cool. Let's check that one.
Where'd you get this book? I want to buy this book.
They sent it to us. So Scarface was the first one. Great Expectations, and the third one is Raising a Toast. They're raising the toast because the toast is getting older and older and older in all the pictures. But there's loads more. There's loads more in here. And on the back of the book, this won't spoil it. There's things like 2 cans, which is 2 birds, or 2 cans. Right there, you go. If there's a pot with 8 toes in it, is it a potato? There you go. So say what you see. Amazing.
This is a brilliant book. I absolutely love this. Louis Catlett.
By Louis Catlett, who's I think he's a DOP, a director, and also he makes these really cool visual books on the side as well.
I'm absolutely sold. Where can I get one of these, and how much does it cost?
I would say get it on. It's either online
hardback $7.99.
Trying to say there's a good book website which I'm going to get to, and I know you guys are probably saying it's the obvious one. Bookshop.org is a good one to get it to because I think they source it from local bookshops, which is where you should get it. Or your local bookshop, go in there and ask for it by name. Say what you see. There you go. Say what you see. I hide my face behind it so you can see. There you go. Say what you see. By Louis Catlett. There you go. Check that out. So that was our killer bit for the week. Sean, would you like some more Street Fighter music on the way out? Should we do that?
Yeah, go on.
There you go.
Go
cool.
on then.
There you go.
Go on.
USA.
So there you go. That was How to Kill an Hour at How to Kill an Hour on all socials.
This is a tune.
If you want to send us in a joke, it's howtokillanhour.com/jokes. And again, check out Matry on Instagram. They do all sorts of songs, including computer games. They're called Matry. They're like a beatboxing group. I love the little Hadokins as well.
I like that.
Yeah.
Spinning bird. That's brilliant.
Been a pleasure. I've got to ride this one out.
Yeah.
Right. It's been amazing. We'll be back on a Panda full episode soon. See you next week, guys. It's amazing.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be listening to that later on. That's gonna get stuck in my head.